When a surfer goes through an accident like that, it's really demoralizing and detrimental to your career, because I know myself, I cracked my skull and was underwater unconscious for about a minute, and I had to get rescued. So I know the feeling, and it's really hard to recover your motivation and your ability to overcome the fear of paddling into a wave, even a small wave. So a big wave is even harder. You think this is the end. So it really it takes a recovery time.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Ladder 4 to command. We're preparing for high angle rescue at the cliffs.
That moment when Greg told us that there was an option to do the operation here, and that he offered to help in every ways, the light just started coming on. This moment it was just started shining.
I kind of actually talked to Max, so I'm familiar with his work, and that's part of the is getting a great surgeon, and Max knows what he's doing. He's dealt with trauma situations like this, especially with the pelvis, and like, hey, you might be the right guy to help him out. So do you mind if I send him in? I said, send him on in. I remember Coco from back in the days when I went down to Porto with the whole crew. I remember how he was kind of like the gnarly dude from Porto, you know what I mean? And like, whatever you do, G, when you go in the water, don't take off on Coco. It could be a bad thing. I said, okay, noted.
You feel that, Coco? Yeah.
The plan of attack is kind of hard, and it's frustrating on his behalf because it's a journey. You have to go through the steps. You can't skip bars on the monkey bars, because if you go, you kind of miss one, and then you fall and you have to start all over again. That we have here, we're doing acoustic sound wave on him, we're doing red light therapy that helps regenerate cellular structures, we're doing PEMF, which is a very powerful magnet that's drawing out inflammation, get rid of the bruising, get rid of the trauma still from the actual accident. We're doing all these things that most people and most athletes don't even use in their natural course of rehab. So it can be frustrating because he's coming in every single day and we're doing the same thing over and over and over again. And now it's my time to take over, and let's get some good therapy so we can get him back out in the water. This is a very specific injury. His pelvic injury is a little bit worse than what Billy's was, in my opinion, medical opinion. So it might take a little bit longer. I'm willing to do whatever I can for the athlete. When they're here, we got to just make it count, because we know he doesn't live here. You're living here, you're spending money, you're living in an Airbnb. It can get pretty expensive, so it's a return on investment. What you put into it, that's what you're going to get back. So, Coco's been here every single day. And so he wants to get better. So he is going to heal faster than the patient that has the same injury and only comes and sees me once a week or twice a week.
Oh, and you turn.
I like working with athletes is because there's that drive that they have that other people don't have.
Perfecto, there you go.
Bueno, pinche cabrón. No, que son unos piquetes.
Piquetes.
Unos piquetes así como, pero como super sharp, ¿sabes?
Yeah, it's just, it gives you the shocks. This is the most friendly one.
Okay.
Good. Al principio. Después que los músculos están más fuertes.
Super excited about this step, you know. Finally move forward from after 40 days of the operation, de la operación, 40 días de terapias, de rehabilitación con todas las máquinas, toda la tecnología que tienen aquí en los Unidos, que me ha ayudado muchísimo. I'm feeling better day by day.
I was surprised that he got out of that deep hole surprisingly fast. Of course, it took a while, but I thought that it's going to have a way deeper impact. But since he got a really good team around, they helped him to recover faster than anyone thought.
Get him to the point where he can do most of that when he goes back home to Mexico and he feels a little bit more comfortable.
So he got out of the physical thing. He had the accident in January, and I think in May he was already doing pretty good. Like, he came back home.
Realmente se nota bastante el trabajo que estuvieron realizando, porque pues no es lo mismo venir de una operación sin ninguna idea de cómo se realizan los ejercicios, sin haber movido, sin haber realizado como ningún tipo de actividad, a la terapia que él ya tuvo, que fue pues tratamiento intensivo, rehabilitación muy enfocada a fortalecer, a ganar pues rango de movimiento, sobre todo que también tiene como esa motivación y que tiene pues un objetivo muy claro, ¿no? El seguir con su rehabilitación, el poder regresar a su deporte.
Madre mía, entonces ver una ola así no me puedo imaginar cómo sería el impacto. Tampoco me puedo imaginar la fuerza que traía la misma, porque para haber hecho eso, haber provocado ese daño en su articulación, en sus articulaciones, híjole, es impresionante. No me lo puedo imaginar si acaso.
Ya viste la cabecita, ese soy yo.
Nuestro paciente Coco trae mucha actitud, tiene mucha energía sobre todo, y yo lo encuentro bastante recuperado. Desde mi punto de vista está en una etapa ya de salida, es decir, a que me refiero a que ya está listo para mejorar el desarrollo de fuerza y la masa muscular.
No, eso también de las respiraciones es súper importante. Ese tiene que ser uno de mis trabajos también, de parte de mi rehabilitación, justo todo de respiración.
Tenga como esa noción de cómo está ubicado, que lo siga realizando posterior ya en su vida.
He was already like really willing to come back 100% or better than before. He did a lot of work on himself. Like, he was reading a lot, listening to a lot of things, and trying to see the positive out of it. And if you're going to ask him today, he would always say the accident was actually the best thing that could have happened to him.
I'm not so sure that we have a special mission in life as humans, but I know that if you survive and you want to do good for humanity and for your fellow humans, that might be part of it. But I think surviving is just the will to live and the inability to quit. So I think it's on an individual basis, and I don't know if there's a grand plan for us. All I know is that Coco survived, and he's back in business, and he's motivated to not only resume his career, but to help all those people as a payback to the people that helped him.
Es como volver a empezar a surfear. Cuando estás aprendiendo a surfear, estás lleno de adrenalina, de emoción. ¡Wow! Surfing, wow. La primera vez que te logras parar en la tabla es una sensación y un momento inolvidable. Entonces como que lo estoy volviendo a revivir. I'm really grateful, man. Estoy muy agradecido, ¿sabes? Es como... No hay palabras, Steve.